welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. We're going to be reviewing these what they're called. Do you know, I've completely forgotten. Acrylic blocks for stamping. So I got these sort of off a Samantha kit and I said I would do a review on them. So we get 4 different sizes. So we get 4 of the 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. It's right here. We get one which is, I think it's 3.5 by 3, yeah, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. We get another one which is 6 by 4 3/4, and then we get an A4 size one as well. So we're going to have a play with them and see what they are like. I have had a bit of a play and use these, and I'm absolutely loving them. I like the fact that they are really thin and lightweight, so for my hands they work out brilliantly. So I've got 2 stamp sets here, so I was looking for larger stamps to have a play with. So we've got this one which is from the Indigo Blue paper magazine, so issue number 2, so I thought we'll have a go at that. And then I've got this one which I got from Create and Craft, and we've got this big flower one which I've never been able to stamp without using my stamping platform, so it's going to be interesting to see if I can get a decent impression using this stamp. So let's find the A4 one, and then I think I'll colour them up and we'll make a card with them. So there you go. I mean, it sits lovely on, they cling really nice. Like I said, I'm loving the fact that they're so lightweight. This is actually lighter than my biggest block that I have, which I have misplaced because, oh no, I haven't, here it is. So this is actually heavier than this one, and this is the biggest block that I own. So as you can see, it doesn't quite fit there. I mean, I think that would actually fit. So that, just to say, fits it on, but it's nice to have the A4 because it means that we can, we've got a bigger space. And yeah, I love how see-through these are. So these ones, for me, they feel like they're magnified. So I've got that one. I've got another couple that really need cleaning. But yeah, they're all sort of quite big. Don't get me wrong, they're fine, but as you can see, they're all quite thick, the ones that I have. I drop them quite regularly. My hands just not how they used to be, whereas these are super thin. So that definitely has something going for it. So I've got just some plain white cardstock here. So what I'm going to do, I found my archival ink, so we're going to use that and get this all nicely inked up. So this has been re-inked, so we shouldn't have a problem. So making sure that plenty of ink on there, and then move this card because we don't need it all, and just leave one. So yeah, loving the fact that I can use 2 hands and it not be on the paper. I mean, I'm going to just rest that on there just because, yeah, do you know what, that seemed really easy to get it exactly where I wanted it. So that in itself could be just a card front, so I've managed to get it where I actually wanted it just by resting that side bit down. So I suppose that's one advantage of using an A4 stamping block. I've never had an A4 stamping block, so this is a first for me, and I have to say I am really enjoying it. I've used it a couple of times now and I love it. So we didn't quite get a full impression there. So are we able to, that's another thing, is are we able to actually line it up again so that we can get, just have a look, so just there. So I do need to make sure I push down a little bit harder next time. Oh, we can, it's not too bad actually. No, not too bad at all. I've never done that before successfully, but I would say that is actually success. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I do have, there's just this little bit here, just there. yeah, right, I'm going to try it again. We'll try it again, but no, I'm liking the fact that I can line that up. But I'd like to see it again, because obviously this is the first time doing this on big pieces, so I am liking it. I did get a lovely tip off our Angela, who's on Julia's design team, too. If you leave the stamp on longer, it allows for the ink to soak up into the paper. So yeah, definitely something that I have been doing and would definitely agree on, because it has improved my stamping a lot. So I'm going to line this up again. So I've literally just let go, and then we can move it, which I really like. There. So I know that I need to really push on it, so not lightly push, but that's a bit like my stamping platform. The only thing about the stamping platform is, you know, that if you're going to go over it again, you're going to get perfect it down perfectly. So yeah, there, perfect. How cool is that? Right, so we're going to colour that up. I'm going to turn that into a card. So definitely loving the size of this. So what I'm going to do, where's the cling film to put this on? What have I done with it? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. So let's pop that back on. Actually, that's the wrong way. It's just I put the happy birthday on the wrong side. So let me put this back on the right side. Okay, what about if we use, this is your day, yeah, I might use this. So let's use this is your day. I'm going to use the second biggest one, so let's just pop that on there like so. I'm just going to move out the A4 one. Just move that out of the way. Right, and I'm also going to open the door for little lady, because I think she wants to go and play with Quincy. There we go. So lady is better. I'm so happy. I've never been so worried in all my life. But yeah, she is back to normal. Within a day of taking antibiotics, she was fighting with a Quincy. So I did put a little video up on my Facebook group of that. But oh, I'm so happy. Now I am filming in advance, so she's probably finished her antibiotics by the time this goes up. Right, I'm going to just do it down at the bottom. So again, I'm liking the size of this one. I like the fact that, I mean, I'm only using a small stamp on this, but I do like the fact that I can just sort of drop it and hold it up to get the position I want. Oh, I like it. Do you know, I really like these. I love the fact that they are so thin. I haven't once felt like I'm going to drop it, and that is a big thing for me. I always feel like I'm going to drop my stamping platforms. Now today I was doing dinner, and as I was cutting up the carrots, my hands dropped my knife and it nearly went through my foot, which is very dangerous, I know, but it just happened. Unfortunately, my hands just don't have that grip, so I know that my hands are not working the best today. The only thing I will say is when it's down flat, I do find it hard to pick up. However, I just move it to the side and it's not an issue for me. I struggle to pick up a lot of things. So, yeah, the fact that this is really lightweight though is really helping. Oh, I really like it. I love the feel of it. Right, let's do this one now. I'm going to do one that sort of fills up the whole piece on this one. So we're going to use this lady's face. If I can get it out. So it's more or less going to fill it up. So let's see how it is, how I can do it like this. So move that off. There we go. So let's add our, and then let's see if we can, how it feels having a stamp that more or less fills it up, because I think that's what we sort of need to do. Oh, but I don't have a lot of I do have some large stamps, but I don't have any larger than what I'm using. So yeah, right, again, really lightweight. Loving the fact that it's really thin and it's not too thick, so it sort of rests just under my finger, which prevents me from dropping it. I mean, this is just my personal opinion, and it's just, I'm basing it on how my hands are, I'm basing it on how I stamp, so, you know, these could perform completely different to you. This really is just my personal opinion. I did say to Samantha that if I didn't like these, I would let you all know. I'm not going to tell you something that I like something if I don't like it. However, I'm absolutely loving these. And I'm loving the fact, like I say, they're working really well for my hands. And I think it is because, look at that. I mean, how good is that? That's just, yeah. Oh, I love that. Right, I'm going to stamp another one because then I can cut it out and we can use it in something. So yeah, but I have to admit, I have been reaching for these. I've done a few videos now, so you might see these before this video, or I'll try. I don't know actually how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and get it so that these go up first. But I'm finding I'm reaching for these ones more than I am my other ones, and I haven't reached for my stamping platform yet, which for me is a huge thing. I mean, my sister-in-law and my friend will definitely tell you that my stamping platform was the one tool I couldn't live without, but I'm finding that yeah, I haven't reached for it since I got these, so it must mean that these are good. I think it also helps that I have a bit more knowledge now of how to stamp. I mean, look at that. And just by leaving it on those few extra seconds, the ink is soaking in perfectly. I mean, that just looks, I mean, that's better than that one, and I thought that one was really good. But how cool is that? Yeah, really good. So loving all three sizes. I have to say the A4 one is definitely winning. I love the A4 one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But we have these little ones. Now this one has already got a stamp on from a video that I have just done, so we will just do it. And I absolutely loved it, because I feel like I don't need two hands to do it. Yeah, I can just use my one hand, and I love that I can just sort of, yeah, I've never had a little one either, so I've always used a big one, and now I understand now why people do buy these ones. So yeah, I'm getting comments through from a video that's just been uploaded. I don't know which. I think it's my Christmas tag one, so it just shows you how early I am filming. But and we've just had a lovely message of our lovely Dawn Sutton saying, gorgeous Christmas tags. Yes, lady is the boss. So yeah, we will agree with that one. So, oh, I'm loving this. Apps, right, love them. Now I think because I've already used that one, let's grab a couple of these words. And do you know what I really like? In the pack of them, we do get 4 little ones, so we can, instead of continuously changing like I would normally do, we can actually set it up. Now these are really cheap. See, I paid over £10 for my biggest one that I have. Yet this full set is only $14.99. I mean, I just can't believe how cheap they are, and definitely worth every penny. So this one does reach the edges, and again, let's see how we go, because it probably could do good on a bigger one. And again, really well. Not having an issue actually. I think the only issue I've had is when I first stamped that first one. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving these. Absolutely loving them. So yeah, so I just thought I would do a quick review on them. I just put them through their paces, sort of see what was what. Yeah, really like them. Now I'm not going to lie, these do fit. I feel like I have to hold them, but I think that's because of the size they are. I'm not having an issue with stamping them, but I do feel like I'm gripping them quite hard in case I drop them. I don't think I would drop them. I think I'm just being overcautious. But yeah, I mean, we can use 2 hands. just do a second impression. But yeah, but I do love the size of them. I think they are brilliant, and I think if it comes to it where I do think I'm going to drop them, then I'm wondering if it's like something you can sort of stick on, you know, to use. But that really is my hand. I mean, as you can see, I've got no issues with using these at all. I love them actually. I really love them. But I just can't get over how nice they feel, and how nice they've come out. I mean, I'm definitely going to be using them on something. So what we're going to do, now that I've had a play with them, I will leave a link to these if you are interested in buying them. Like I said, I wasn't going to tell you I like them unless I did like them, but I haven't reached for any of my other stamping platforms since receiving these, so that just shows how much I do love them. So you're going to see these a lot in my videos. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's colour in our flower. So I have some Acrylic pens here. Let me just get them out. I've got these pastel ones. I love that squeaky noise. So I'm just going to put these on here and let my pen roll through it. Right, and then let's grab a pen. So I've just got a watercolor pen. I've just realised I have no, where have I put them? There they are. Because I know I do have water, they're just not where they're supposed to be. Right, okay. Now this isn't watercolor paper, however, I just feel like I want to just add on really loose watercolor. And as I've said, when I've done videos like this where it's not watercolor paper, as long as you don't over soak it, you should be fine. So I have found that if you put a bit too much water on, then that's when we sort of fall into trouble. So I'm literally just popping it on to put it together. I'm liking that, so I'm just gonna, and this is really loose watercolour, and I'm only doing the actually I should have just done it on watercolour paper, but I never thought about doing it until just now, because then I might still do that. I might grab a sheet if I can find some. My room, you should see the state of it. It's an absolute mess. I've got so many videos planned for you guys that I've got sort of piles all over where I want them to sort of like, so the piles are all videos that I want to do with all the bits and pieces, so that I'm just ready to do it really. Right, and there's a lady, I don't know if you can hear if she wants back in. So, oh, and there's Quincy, so let's let them back in. Come on then. So she's coming back. She's going in her bed. So she's had her fun play this morning with our lovely little Quincy. So like I say, it's like she wasn't even ill. Do you know, I've never been so worried. I mean, Quincy's been ill, and you know, I've been past myself, but oh, it just wasn't Lucy. Not Lucy. It wasn't Quincy. Not Quincy either. Oh my word. What is it with this today? Sorry, lady. She just literally for 2 days she laid in her bed. I tried to get her to the vets straight away, but they just didn't have any appointments. So that 24 hours, I think, was the longest 24 hours of both mine and my husband's life. Yeah, we just sort of, you're just watching the clock, waiting for it to tick by till we could get her the medicine she needed. So, but like I said, it's like she's not even being poorly. She's winding Quincy up lovely, and yeah, back to her usual self, doing what she wants when she wants and taking over. So right, okay, now I'm going to add some of this gorgeous purple in. So like I say, it is a loose card. Really like this. Do I have it? I do have a yellow. Right. Okay. So I'm just thinking I could do with adding a little bit of yellow just to the centres. and I got a yellow Faber-Castell one. I'd love to have the Faber-Castell watercolor pens. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous and they're a dream to use, but they're so expensive. But they're absolutely gorgeous pens. Right, okay, let's just want to add, right, leave that to dry. Okay, let me grab the yellow. So here it is. Like I said, we got this in, I got this in a scrawler box and I just fell in love with their colours. It is a bit bright, so let's water that down just ever so slightly. There we go. And then just add just a little bit of yellow in. But yeah, I think Faber-Castell are actually one of my most favourite makes ever. I seem to just love all of their products. I don't think I've found a product yet that I don't like of theirs. Right, let's add a little bit more of this purple in. Actually, that seems to, it feels like there's no pigment there. And I'm just going to pop it a bit darker here. My husband is just in the kitchen, so if you can hear anything, he's being awesome and doing the washing, so I can get these done today. Right, okay, so there's that done. So let me just pop my pens back, because I would like to try and keep my desk as tidy as I can today. I don't think it's going to happen because, yeah, it's just not. Right, let me just clean that off. Right, and what I'm going to do is I want to cut this down. So let's bring in my trimmer. I also need a card base, so because I think we're going to end up using a 5x7 card base. So I'm going to do that 4.5, no, 4.25, yeah, and then do that by 6.25, I think, yeah. So what I've done is on my trimmer, because I hate getting the big one out unless I really need to, is I've actually marked here an inch, so that because I for some reason I always use the bottom. I just find it easy to use on this trimmer, but instead of getting the big trimmer out to do that, yeah, I do this way. Right, I do need to go and grab a card base, so give me 2 seconds so I can grab one. They are just behind me. Let's have a look. Oh, I'll tell you what we have got. I have got a scalloped edged one, so let's use that. And Quincy's wanting out. There he goes. Very busy today. It's one of those days, honestly. That, oh, how lovely is that? Right, now I'm going to do a lovely trick of our juniors, because I think that we do need, oh, actually no. How about we actually mat it onto some cards? So I do have in here, I've got some gorgeous purple, so this one, that I think would go lovely. So let's move that back, and it means that we're actually going to get to use it. So what we'll do, oh, that looks perfect. Yeah, I really like that. The other thing is I want this, so this is your day. So, and let's do that as well. So I just want to put this on. Okay, and because I think I'm going to mat this as well. Yeah, I like that. Right, so glue, where's my glue? Oh, do you know, this is why I wanted to keep my desk tidy, because honestly I feel like to pot completely. Right, let's just use this one. Right, yeah, I just feel like I'm all fingers and thumbs lately. Why won't you come out? Right, I think it's sort of, I think there's a blockage actually in our in there itself. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So what I'll have to do is clean that out, but we've got enough glue on there to do what we need. So let's leave it with that gorgeous, but how lovely is that colour? That just, it's like it was made for this card, isn't it? Let me just pop that back in there. And then I'm going to do the same with this. So again, let's pop some glue on. So I have managed to get myself some more art glitter glue because we are no longer on no spend. So I'm so impressed with this service as well. So I got it from Chloe's. I think it's Chloe's Cards or Chloe. If I can, I'll leave a link. If I remember, if I haven't left the link, please do let me know because then I will give you the link. And I ordered these on Friday at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I got the bigger bottles. Normally I get the little one, but I got the 120ml, and these were $9.99 each. So I grabbed 2, and I grabbed a new top, which I don't know where that top's gone, but I will find it. Oh, there it is. So I grabbed a new top which came with a pin, and it was here on Saturday morning. I was absolutely chuffed a bit. So I do have some new glue. I've also been using this one, which is the Nouveau clear drying craft glue, and I'm actually really impressed with this as well. It doesn't dry as quick as the Acrylic glue, but I really like it. It does stick, so I think both glues I will be quite happy with. So I'm going to see if I can get some more of the Nouveau ones because it is on offer where you get 2 of these for $8.99. So it's it works out £1 cheaper than that for 2 of them. So yeah, so if I can get some more, because I have finally ran out of glue, would you believe it? So yeah, so that is, so I've ordered lots and lots of glue. Right, love that. And then wrong way, let's just like that, and then like that. Right, okay, so I'm going to pop them in just in the scrap drawer because I've got, there we go, I've ended up with more and more scrap paper. I had used it all up, but we've got lots left. And then I think I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm going to pop that on there, just like that. So really, really simple, quick card. So use this glue now, just swap it. Oh, I didn't realise it was a different colour on the back. That's quite cool. But I really like that pale colour. So it's a pearlised card that I have used. Okay, and let's stick that down. So like I said, I am super impressed with those acrylic blocks. I haven't reached for my stamping platform since getting them, and yeah, I find them very easy to use. I haven't had an issue with my hands except for the little ones. That is it. But like I say, I'm not sure whether I feel like I'm holding them really, really hard, and I don't need to, because I mean that's me just loosely, and I can do it just very loosely, but I feel like I'm really holding onto it tight. So yeah, I'll have to play around with that. But the A4 one, wow, I just absolutely love it. I never thought I would love it as much as I do. So right, last thing I'm going to pull in just to finish this card off is just some Nouveau drops, because why not? These are morning dew, so they are clear ones, and highly recommend these as well. So that's what we've made using this, yeah, using the stamp sets and having a look. So it seemed daft just to come on and give a review. I thought we may as well do something with at least one of the images. So there you have it. Love it. Like I said, links, everything you'll need will be in the description box below. If I haven't put Chloe's down, please do let me know, because I know what I'm like, I will forget. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.